Hey everybody! Welcome to another MOTUCfigures.com video spotlight.
Man, it's been so long since I've read that.
It hasn't been too long.
No, but I don't remember.
I think Optic was the last one.
I used to have it.
No, we did something after Optic. Titus. We did Titus recently.
I know, but I can't memorize it because it's like I'm not used to doing it every week anymore.
Yeah, it's because we don't get as many He-Man figures as we used to. I don't collect the line at all really anymore because of all my problems with Mattel. And you've really been focused on Marvel Universe for the most part for a while. You haven't really been interested in a lot of the releases that have been coming up. Keaton was actually not that interested in a lot of the releases until we saw some at a convention.
Right.
And then that's all he said was like, okay, those are the ones I want for my birthday. These are the guys I want for my birthday. So Keaton's actually loaning us his figures to do the spotlights with. Because he got some new figures. Yeah, he got some new figures for his birthday. He just turned 6. And he got Mekaneck, Ratlore, Spikor, and the Griffin, which are the guys he saw at the convention and really, really wanted.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you saw Ratlore at the convention? I thought you just got
no, you're right. He just asked for Ratlore.
Yeah.
He just asked for a snake guy. But the other ones he saw at the convention.
Right.
So these are actually sort of somewhat newer releases, at least for us. They're 2012 releases, and the first one we're going to do is Mekaneck.
He was actually getting ready to buy the Griffin, but then he saw the Iron Spider. That's when you were going to let him buy the Griffin.
No, I was not going to let him buy the Griffin.
Oh, you were?
That was like $40. No way, dude.
I
Yeah.
thought you were going to let him buy a He-Man toy.
No way, Jose.
Oh.
Not, that convention wanted actually the Griffin, that guy wanted like $60 for it or something like that.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, no way. I'm not paying convention prices.
You were going to let him have something that's not a Marvel Universe, so I remember that.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a Diamond Select something.
Oh. Well, it's not important.
Right.
Well, today we're doing Mekaneck. This one, I don't remember what month this even came out. But it's been a while, and since figures are supposedly not going to get reissued anymore in 2012, if you missed him, you missed him. And now your only choice is secondary market, or to wait for the customer service stock when it pops up. Like the Griffin and Horde Prime just popped up this month, which I paid aftermarket for the Griffin, thinking it wasn't coming back, but it came back anyway. Anyways, that's another story for another time.
Prime's out?
He's been out for a while, yeah. But today we're looking at Mekaneck.
Right.
Now, as a kid, Mekaneck was always one of my favorites because I got him when I had my tonsils out. So I was in the hospital, and my uncle brought me Mekaneck and Panther. And Mekaneck was always one of my favorites after that because I had him at the hospital with me. And I waited for a while for this one to hit the line, and then, of course, everything happened was happening, and I was like, you know what, I'm not supporting him anymore. But Mekaneck was very tempting when he came out, but I still resisted because I'm like, I can't do it. I can't give Mattel money in good conscience for myself right now until they kind of clean up their act.
The only one you kept out was Trapjaw.
I keep Trapjaw out, and the other ones are in there. But he's in this room on the shelf.
He's the one that you kept out. Because you had one more guy out once. You had a Cronus out too last time, but now you put him back in the other room with your other Trapjaw.
Yeah. But for now, yeah, I have Trapjaw displayed in this room. But we're totally off track already.
Right.
Let's stick to Mekaneck.
Okay.
So Mekaneck, his action feature, obviously on the vintage figure, was a neck that extended. Right. And we know we're not getting action features in this line, so their solve was to include these extra neck pieces.
So you're talking about the podcast for a second?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The podcast action features?
Oh.
So... Get with it today.
I guess I'm behind the times. So their solve was to give him 2 different neck extensions. The figure ships... pops that off. Oh man, it's really on there. There we go. The figure ships like this, with just a standard, MOTUC body.
I kept it probably.
Yeah, it's a standard MOTUC body with this armored piece. I believe it's the same on the Stinkor, but I don't have Stinkor, so I don't know for sure.
Right.
I don't know for sure if it is the same piece. It has this little removable spot, or little piece that's plugged in. I don't know. If it's not the same as Stinkor, that's kind of crazy. It's got the standard MOTUC body. He has the no holes on the ankles, which is pretty cool. That looks pretty sharp. And like I said, he's got the pop-off head. You pop on his head, you take out the neck piece, and you put it on there. You can actually stick both neck pieces together to make it super long, but then it's got that little blue neck ring on there. Kind of wish they wouldn't have done that. I wish the blue neck ring was removable so you could stick these both on top of each other and have a super extended neck. Because then his neck is crazy long.
I need to say one thing about the hospital Mekaneck.
Yeah?
Can I use your name for this?
Sure.
Don't worry, James. I'll protect you. The doctors are coming.
Oh, or Mekaneck's protecting me?
Yes. And then he hits the doctor in the head with his club.
Well, it's funny that he got me the guy with the crazy neck when I was getting my neck worked on. Kind of strange.
Who knows?
Yeah. The one thing I would say that I kind of was disappointed by on this figure, was one thing I really liked about Mekaneck back in the day was that his eyes were almost mirrored, like the goggles were, and this is all just painted silver. I kind of understand why they didn't do like a mirrorized type look to it, or almost back metallized. But still, it was kind of like, oh, I missed that look.
I know why he got you the guy with the crazy neck. He's trying to send a message to you that is why he got the crazy neck, so he got his tonsil.
Oh, yeah. I should have been worried. I should have been like, is this what's going to happen to me? Another thing I kind of didn't really dig on this figure is the way the helmet is placed. I don't know if it's just the way this is seated, but it's almost like you can see like all the way up to his eyes, and he has no eyes.
Right, you're right.
It's very funky looking, the way it's kind of seated onto the head. Other than that, I think it's a really great Mekaneck. I think it's really cool. Even though they're just plug-ins, I'm really glad that this is here, and that you can have just like a standard kind of height. I don't like the crazy height of the 2000X Mekaneck. No. I like the old school.
Yeah, that was the episode where you're like, oh, I can't do anything. I feel so bad for myself.
The Count Marzo and things like that. And then of course he comes with the mace, like the old figure. It's kind of rubbery. Like his was kind of bent in the package. I have to kind of reshape it in boiling water. I don't know. He's a cool figure. Maybe the paint apps aren't the greatest. I think they're kind of maybe getting a little bit lower on the quality with the paint apps, but still, overall, great figure. Right. And this is kind of a key character that you really want to have.
Right.
Worth kind of going after on the secondary market.
Speaking of key, can you please make a Gwildor, Mattel?
I would come back for Gwildor. I would come back and buy Gwildor.
Wait, what if he was a subscription only and they announced
I'd have to buy him I'd buy him off the secondary market. I wouldn't buy a subscription for it. Let's do this bio. Mekaneck. Real name, Oreos. Oreos. We'll say Oreos.
They should have a promotion
loves cookies.
for Mekaneck.
Loves cookies. Injured in the Battle of the Avion during the Great Unrest, Oreos was brought by Duncan to Castle Grayskull, where he was healed by the sorceress. The magic spell replaced his neck with an ever-expanding mechanical construction made of microscopic nanites.
Wow.
By increasing or decreasing the number of nanites in his body, Oreos gained the ability to grow his neck to almost unlimited length. Taking the codename Mekaneck, he served the royal household as a loyal member of the Master Universe, using an amazing periscope neck to spy on the evil enemy. Why in the world wouldn't they just use the Filmation thing?
Yes.
With Philip and Marzo and all that stuff?
Okay, first, Sorceress is a sorcerer. Now she's a mechanic?
Yeah, I don't get that. Nanites in his neck? Nanites?
I don't even know what nanites is.
It's like little robot things.
I am a robot.
Thumbs down on the Mekaneck bio, and thumbs down on the name. I don't believe that was ever used anywhere else, but I could be wrong. It seems like I remember a name like Oreos.
Yeah.
Or Oreos, whatever you want to say. Yeah.
I don't know, I was just thinking of something. I don't know what brought it up. Those little guys over there were going to do like Batman Brave and the Bold. When are those coming out?
They've never done anything with those.
I know, but they said they were going to do it this year, wasn't it? Or
no, they were saying they would hope to do it in 2012, but it never happened.
Oh,
so I don't know what's ever going to happen with those. Yeah, those were cool. I can't remember what they were even called. Mini Masters or something like that?
Probably.
I can't remember.
I wanted that He-Man Merman pack. I think it was He-Man.
No, they weren't packs. They just showed singles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Overall, Mekaneck is a very solid figure. Very cool.
Right.
Secondary market prices are starting to move up because he's a key character. But again, it's very possible he'll show up in customer service stock at some point this time around. The only ones they said definitely won't show up this year are Fisto and Sorceress. Those are totally gone.
Well, unless you're getting that other Sorceress, the what kind?
Temple of Darkness?
Yes.
I think she's gone too for now.
Oh, she's at her?
Yeah, she came out and went.
And what did her orb stand?
It wasn't that great. It was pretty cool. It was cool. But not worth picking up with a whole new Sorceress just for the orb stand.
Right.
Alright, so I think that's it for this time around, and we're going to move on to the next figure, right? So, good journey. See you guys next time.
Good journey.